The Great Wall of China. How did the ancient Chinese build it? Northern China is home to the more than 13,000-mile-long Great Wall of China, a historical network of walls and defenses. Emperor Qin Shi Huang initially envisioned the Great Wall in the 3rd century BC as a method of deterring incursions from barbarian nomads. The Great Wall's most prominent and well-preserved part was constructed from the 14th to the 17th century AD during the reign of the Ming Dynasty. Although the Great Wall could never completely keep invaders out of China, it nonetheless developed into a potent representation of the resilience of Chinese civilization. The Great Wall of China is the world's most prolonged and significant ancient construction. But did you know that the Great Wall is not a continuous line, that it was not erected all at once, that roughly a third of the wall has vanished, and that it is very poisonous? In this video, we will dive into some great facts about the construction of the Great Wall of China, to learn about its length, age, location, and hidden mysteries about how the ancient Chinese built it. The Great Wall took the most human labor of any ancient structure. Millions of troops, peasants, convicts, and animals used simple rope, wood, and basket systems to move and build 100 tons of bricks, stone, and soil over isolated terrain ranging from arid deserts to steep mountain peaks. The construction materials of the Great Wall of China were mainly earth, wood, stones, sand, and bricks, used depending on the construction era and construction site with different climates and local materials. Due to the large number of materials required to construct the wall, the builders usually obtained materials from local sources. When building over mountain ranges, the mountain stones were used, while in the plains, earth rammed into solid blocks was used in construction. In the desert, even the branches of reeds and red willows were layered with sand. Wooden planks were used as the flank wall in some sections. With the development of brick-making techniques, bricks were used in the Tang Dynasty, 610 to 907 AD onwards. Brick-making techniques developed considerably during the Tang and Sung dynasties. However, bricks were expensive to produce and distribute, so construction could only use them partially. Therefore, passes and the wall around the passes were built with bricks on the exterior and yellow mud filling the body of the wall. Cut in rectangular shapes, the stone was mainly used to build the foundation, inner and outer brims, and wall gateways. Bricks were more advanced materials than earth and stone as their small size and light weight made them convenient to carry, and thus quickened the speed of construction. How many bricks were used to construct the Great Wall? There might be approximately 3,873,000,000,000 individual bricks used to build the Great Wall of China, though the precise number still needs to be solved. Generally speaking, most bricks of the wall measure 0.37 meters, 1.2 feet long, 0.15 meters, 0.5 feet wide, and 0.09 meters, 0.3 feet thick. As a rough estimate, if all the bricks are placed end to end, the bricks would loop 36 times around the equator. So the wall is made of stone, brick, tamped earth, wood, and other materials, and is over 21,000 kilometers long. Speaking about the techniques, the rammed earth method is a way of building walls that involves compressing raw materials like earth, gravel, and lime into the shape of a wall. Fire kiln bricks and mud bricks were the primary building materials for the Great Wall. The Qin Great Wall and those built by vassal nations were all constructed with locally available resources like stones and rammed earth. This form of wall construction is known as stamping dirt between board frames. They'd drill a groove in the bottom and place board frames on both sides of the track. They then filled it with soil and stamped it tightly. They would then add another layer of soil and stamp it firm again. Masonry, the art and practice of constructing and manufacturing in stone, clay, brick, or concrete block, was also used. Poured concrete construction, whether reinforced or unreinforced, is frequently called masonry. It is one of the rarest construction projects where the project never finished because the completion was never defined. The construction continued and lasted for more than 2,000 years, so it is unfortunately difficult to calculate the number of person-hours spent on its construction. It is also one of the few projects still needing any project documentation. Some historical records suggest 300,000 to 500,000 soldiers were assigned to build the Great Wall. Other documents indicated that around 1.5 million men were used during the peak of its construction. So it takes a lot of work to say. But one thing is sure, the ancient Chinese mastered the art of war and the art of management, planning, and resource allocation. The Great Wall was a big-scale undertaking that required considerable people and material assistance. Perhaps the most recognizable symbol of China and its long and vivid history, the Great Wall was initially conceived by Emperor Qin Shi Huang in the 3rd century BC to prevent incursions from barbarian nomads. But indeed, the Great Wall of China has a rich history dating back over 2,300 years. It was created in various regions by various states and dynasties to safeguard different territorial borders. During China's unification, the first emperor of Qin directed the construction of the Great Wall by 300,000 warriors. Peasants provided extra work. The role of labor and how workers were recruited. How much workforce did it take to carry building materials for such a large project? In ancient times, the only way to transport many bricks, lime, and stones to a mountain construction site involved animals or people carrying the materials on their backs and shoulders. Military soldiers, civilian men, and prisoners were the primary sources of manpower. The army. The army was the main force used to build the Great Wall in past dynasties. General Meng Tian was directly responsible for the Great Wall built by Qin Shi Huang. After Meng Tian led 300,000 troops to force the Huns to retreat, it took 9 years for the soldiers to complete the construction of the Great Wall. Civilian workers. Each of the dynasties that built the Great Wall recruited a large number of civilian workers. Every time the Great Wall underwent construction, the number of civilian workers recruited was often in the region of hundreds of thousands and nearly reached 1 million at its peak. When Qin Shi Huang built the Great Wall, he used 300,000 troops and summoned more than 500,000 civilian workers from all over the country. Prisoners. Throughout past dynasties, prisoners were assigned to the borders as a supplementary source of workforce for the Great Wall construction. During the Qin and Han dynasties, there was a special punishment, a sentence of 4 years primarily served for building the Great Wall. Different sections of the wall and how they were constructed. Defensive walls. The architectural styles, types of structures, and materials used in defensive walls were determined by differences in the area's geography, construction conditions, and engineering technologies. Divisions can be categorized into earth walls, stone walls, brick walls, walls built into cliff faces, wooden barrier walls, trenches, and other forms. Rammed earth walls. 2 main kinds of walls were used in the Great Wall of the pre-Qin period. Walls packed with rammed earth, and dry stone walls in the flat plains of northwest China, where rainfall was low. A layered packing method was generally used to build rammed earth walls. Special types of walls. In addition to the above, there were some particular types of walls. Walls in mountainous areas were built on mountainsides. When a cliff face was extremely steep, it would be used as the wall, and crenels would be built directly on top of it. In some places, the Great Wall is made of oak. Its structure is different in various areas. The walls built on plains or necessary passes are tall and strong, while those built on steep mountains are low and narrow. Each dynasty increased its height, breadth, and length primarily through forced labor. The wall attained its current form during the Ming era, 1368 through 1644. The brick and granite work was enhanced with intricate embellishments. The guard towers were rebuilt, and new cannons were installed in critical locations. Historically, the Great Wall of China safeguarded its inhabitants from invasion by northern nomadic tribes and facilitated trade between the two sides. Even though its military duty has finished, it is now China's most incredible tourist destination and a symbol of the Chinese country. There is a prevalent notion that the Great Wall of China can be seen from space, which has been proven false by NASA satellite photographs. Even from low Earth orbit, the Great Wall cannot be seen with the naked eye. It implies you can't see it from the moon. The Great Wall was constructed in a single year. According to Visit China Guide, the Great Wall took more than 2,005 years to complete and resulted from the unified efforts of various nations and dynasties throughout history. The Chu state began building the wall in the 7th century, and it was completed in 1878 under the Qing dynasty. The most prominent part, located in Badaling, 43 miles, 70 kilometers northwest of Beijing, was reconstructed in the late 1950s and now attracts hundreds of national and international tourists daily. By 2000, portions of the wall at Shanhai Pass and Mount Hu, the eastern terminal, had also been repaired. The Chinese government enacted laws to safeguard the Great Wall in 2006. This assures the protection of all Great Wall parts in various regions. Several popular portions of the Great Wall, such as Badaling, the Muqianyu, and Zhuangguang, have been repaired and protected. As a result, the Great Wall of China is a network of fortifications erected across the historical northern boundaries of ancient Chinese kingdoms. It is the most extended building ever erected by humans. It is approximately 21,196 kilometers long, 9.1 meters, 30 feet broad, and 15 meters tall. Traditionally, it defended its people against northern nomadic tribes and encouraged commerce between the two sides. Even though its military duty has finished, it is now China's most incredible tourist destination and a symbol of the Chinese country. The wall took almost 2,000 years to build. It is a succession of fortifications rather than a wall. The Great Wall was constructed with a variety of materials. What is your opinion on the Great Wall of China? From your perspective, was the Great Wall of China a good idea? Please let us know in the comment section below. This concludes today's video. Make sure you've clicked the bell symbol for future videos, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch.